Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Cona and Fred. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is her ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands. And I want to preface this by saying that Cona's been here for daycare. This is her 9th day of training, and her biggest problem is lack of confidence and being shy and nervous. So we're working on confidence building. Now, Fred's using the very same training equipment that we always use, a regular 6-foot web training leash, and Cona's coming home with her very own training collar, which has been introduced to you guys throughout her training process, and she's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. The command is Cona heel, and at this point Cona's job is to stay even with your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, walking nicely by your side. If it takes and a nice automatic sit when you stop your feet. And Fred talks to her, he encourages her the whole time. You probably can't hear him, but he's talking to her to get her focused on him and getting her to feel confident. And when he stops his feet, she sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And her socialization and her confidence building should continue long after she's finished school. Now the next exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word command. You use the open flat of your palm right in front of her muzzle and the one-word firm command to stay. Your long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. And this helps her to feel a little bit more independent and helps to develop focus and maturity. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, just as he did, as he will do on his other sit stays and his down stays for an additional distraction. And they go back to heeling. And actually, when she's out on a walk, she's more likely to forge ahead or heel well. Back here in the training yard, she doesn't like to do it. Fred's going to leave her in another sit stay, walk out to the end of his training leash, and this time he's going to call her, and this is the recall. He uses her name, he encourages her on the way in, she comes right in front and sits, and then goes back to heel and sits. Very nicely done. And he praises her. And with Cona, it's kind of, you walk a fine line. You can't overcorrect her or you lose her, and you can't over-baby her either. So it's lots of praise, but then it has to be done your way. Stay. Fred leaves her in another stay. He's going to demonstrate that come on command again. He praises her on the way in, motivates her to come and sit right in front of him. And that eliminates her jumping on you. Very nice. Now we're going to demonstrate our down commands. He just, tickled behind her ears and the tail wagged. And that's what we're looking for with Cona, that she's more self-confident, less nervous, less afraid of new situations. Now this is your down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down. Stay. Your long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. When Fred returns to her, he will walk all the way around her, returning all the way back around to heel position as an additional distraction, just as he did on the sit stay. And he'll demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. If you notice, she's a little slow in executing her commands. It's almost like she's tenuous, like she's not sure she's doing it right. Again, Fred uses his open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down, and then stay. And this time he's going to call her out of that exercise. Lots of praise, lots of encouragement. Back to heel, back sitting. Very nicely. Now the last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is her down from a distance. Fred's going to leave her in a sit-stay and walk out to the end of his training leash. We're all getting mugged by gnats out here. Fred's going to use his right hand to give the command. Now she anticipated. She thought that he was going to call her. And she wasn't paying attention, so she started to COME. Very good. That's your down from a distance. Now this video is instructional for you to use at home when you're working with Cona. We've enjoyed having her. She's welcome to come back for boarding or additional training at any time. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.